What have we got? 107, 100 odd there. See, these troops, I wonder. Might as well, haven't they? They're damn good, aren't they? You know. Let's have those as well, because they're really, really good. You know what, with 3 chevrons on there as well, and I'm sure I'm going to be using some of these troops soon. My intention is, I mean, he's struggling at the moment, down on the bottom left map again, he's struggling with this area, and this area. These are the ones that I wiped out and left decimated. He's now trying to rebuild those economies and fight off rebellions that he's got in those areas. So he's pretty poor in those areas now. I can get him to spend a load of money in those areas and then just take them back when I'm big enough and settled enough to be able to leave these other areas, because I bet you this one's still struggling. It is, isn't it? Look, you know, I mean, it's still on resistance to foreign occupation down to a 19 on there, so it's going to take me some time to settle that in such a way that I'm going to be able to start moving north again. And look at all the dragoons. Every one of those dragoons gives me a +1. I can't really move any of those from there. Anyway, that's the end of the turn, winter 1750. So we'll see what the summer of 1751 brings. Well, another battle deployment. It looks like maybe he's seen the weakness because I've taken one of my units out of there. In fact, 2, haven't I? But I think I've got plenty in there to be able to tackle this. So I'm not going to play this one while you're listening, of course, because it's going to be very boring to watch, what with all these reinforcements having to come on as well. So I'll let you know the result, of course. Back soon. Well, that can only be described as excuse me. I have a problem with my voice now. I think I need a drink. That can only be described as insane slaughter. Just look here. 1141 he's lost. 59 I've lost. Some cavalry came in. Not these, from reinforcements. From Württemberg, presumably, or from wherever it is, it's near Alsace-Lorraine side. And they just walked into a load of the enemy, and that's really where I got these casualties from. Other than that, just absolutely murdered. Anyhow, let's get back to the campaign. Oh, let's see where this agent is. Looks like he might be a missionary. Oh no, he's a gentleman. Oh great, another gentleman in the Americas. I've got nowhere to put them. Although I can't get them over. Well, I suppose I could ship them over to the island, couldn't I? But a waste of time to me, I'm afraid, in the Americas. I don't know, is there any other universities? I suppose I could move him into the... Oh, I can't even find it now. The Boston University, which is Hartford, isn't it? Right, let's put him into Hartford then, like I did with the other one. They're just quite useless there. Successful mission. Successfully completed his mission, returning sensitive information about the enemy. Who on earth is that I asked to bring sensitive information back? What? I don't want him to bring sensitive information back. I want him to destroy the place. I think I must have left him in there last time and he's just carried on finding out information. I really don't know. That's a bit very odd. Successful mission. Yep. And recruitment reports in Württemberg. So I've got even more troops for him to come and attack now. Technology theft failed. No surprise there. And what were we trying to get in here? Steam pumped irrigation, wasn't it, I think? Technology theft failed. Trait gained. Natural causes. Natural causes. Do you know, I have a funny feeling that my income has gone down. Not gone down, but not gone up quite as much as it could do. Look at that. Plus 10% cost of Town Watch. Nothing to repression across the theatre. Nothing to maximum repression bonus across town. I think we'll change him. That's better. +1 to repression. -3 to the cost of Town Watch. +1 to the maximum repression bonus from Town Watch. Ah, didn't notice him before. Great, that wasn't good, was it? Well, that's improved it already, I think. Anyway, no buildings came up this time, which is a shame. But here we start, the turn 1751, with a pocket full of money and nothing but to spend it on now, I don't think, except for 1 or 2 pieces of industry, or perhaps some mega army that's eventually, no, build up the industry, and then build the, as somebody said recently, the bulldozer. I've had some advice that I'm thinking about taking. Might be a good idea. I'd be really surprised if it comes off, but the suggestion is that I make friends or peace with Bavaria. Now they are a bit war weary at the moment, so I suppose there is an outside chance, but I've always considered them to just be so incredibly aggressive towards me that they won't do anything. So I'm going to see what they do. I'm going to request peace, I'm going to request a trade agreement, and I'm going to see what I can get out of them. Just basically because I always do. And then I'll come down from there. Trade agreement, peace treaty. Yeah, let's see what they say. The peace treaty's been signed. Well, SH1T happens. They're absolutely right. I was astonished there that Bavaria would go for that. But anyway, there you go. So I've got technology, got a trade agreement and everything out of Bavaria, and that means that I've got less time messing around with Bavaria. They're land-based as well, so it's not quite as fickle as sea trade. So let's have a look in here now then, and just replenish some of these units with these 120s that I got. Might as well get everybody up to speed, didn't I? 20, what have I got left? 41. Oh, there's that one. Oh, hang on. What's happened there? 34. Now, 34 into 19. And into 112. And into 117. Right, okay, I think that should have brought everybody just about up, shouldn't it? I've got 22 left over now. What am I going to do with 22? Do you remember I said I like to put small units inside ports? Well, I don't know if I've got a port anywhere near here actually, but let me see if there is one. That one's got somebody in it. That one hasn't, and it's got a trade on it as well. Oh, and it's worth a lot of money as well. Let's put him in there. It'll take him a while to get there, but it'll stop anybody, you know, just sort of moving a ship in there and then affecting that trade. That's the main thing. Okay, right. Well, thanks very much. SH1T happens. That sounds good to me. Income next turn 11,000 and something, so it will have helped with the trade as well. Let's have a look at Bavaria. How much I'm going to get out of that? Bavaria, where are you? Bavaria. There you go. 1181. Very nice. Thank you very much. Okay. Having said that, I need to start building up my my income a little bit now. So I know I need to improve the ports in here, and I certainly am going to do, but I've got spice warehouses in here. And if you notice when I showed the trade chart before, you can always go back and have a look at it. Spice is the most expensive thing at the moment. Spice is 26 and tobacco is 20, so I'm definitely going to get that. I also like to have some things that aren't reliant on trade. So that's the cloth mill. Put those in places where you know, I think it gives you a minus. Yes, it does on happiness. So put those in places where you know the population is fairly stable as well. Wine estates are quite good as well. They tend to be in Europe. Let's have a look. There's one. Oh no, it's farmland clearances. I am going to go for those actually soon because I will need some of those. What's that? Craft workshops. Yes, they actually improve the food as well. I'm sure I've mentioned that before. Now, the other thing is that I've already sent that gentleman. Do you remember I said I had a gentleman? What I'm going to do is send him on a spying mission instead, because I haven't got any spies here. I'm going to send him over there, so he can do a bit of spying for me.